Liar.
Hello there.
Hello, brother. What's going on, man?
Oh, Larry. How are you, Baba?
Yes, sir. Man, I'm cool, man. How about you, my brother?
Well, I'm still here anyway, so thank you for asking.
Yeah, hi, and how's everyone on the TOT, man? Love y'all all, man.
They can hear you loud and clear, and I bet they are cool too.
Yes, sir. Anyways, let's start from somewhere. So you be on Baba Shema Somani ọ̀rọ̀ lè tóbi tó títí kéèyàn máa fi ọbẹ̀ bù èèyàn máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti ibì kan náà ni.
Ẹnu náà la máa fi sọ.
You know? Yeah, ẹnu la máa fi sọ. So what I'm gonna say is, one, with the whole analysis, if Tinubu becomes the president, or more, that's if, because if is probability, when is certainty. And if he becomes the president, right, be sure to know today now that he's going to become the president, he's going to ride on the back of the Yoruba Nation people and the campaign to become the president of Nigeria. Right. Those guys, those Hausas, because I'm not telling you that they are Fulani. Okay, I don't care whoever it is says, oh, Hausa yato, Fulani yato. I don't give a heck about that bullshit. Okay, those Hausas are scared of us. They are really scared that we're about leaving, and they want to do everything to make sure that they stop this whole thing. Now, coming to Tinubu, like I said, if Tinubu becomes the president of Nigeria, brother, Yorubas will suffer even more than they are suffering now.
And they will dare
Go and
not
write
talk.
it down.
No, they will dare not talk. It's just like whatever is going on under Buhari.
I swear with my life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Continue, my brother.
No, that's what I want to say. Like, it's going to be like, Buhari is a northerner. But look at what is going on in the north. What did they do? They just have to keep quiet, or some of them have to what? Defend Buhari against the south, even though whatever everybody is talking about is affecting them more. So Yorubas will have to learn how to be like that too. Is that not what's going to happen? We just have to learn how to keep quiet.
Yes, sir. Mm-hmm. It's going to be so bad for Yorubas that, let me now tell you one thing that my mind told me. It's going to be so bad for us that this bastard called Tinubu is going to adjust the constitution that it will say capital no to self-determination in the future.
Just to
even
put
in the next
put a nail on the coffin finally and say anybody will try and shoot them aside.
Shoot, God bless you. Because now they are trying to readjust it. They don't know how to readjust it. And it is one of us that they're going to use, like they've always used. Because, like I'll always say, we think we're smart. We think we are smart, but looking at it, we are not smart. Tinubu thinks he's smart, but looking at it, he's not smart.
Let me say,
he's dancing to
the smartest among us are fraudulent. So therefore...
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, even if you're smart, like they say, it's either you're an evil genius or you're a good genius, So, Babangida says, not evil genius, now I should talk, no. Yeah, and then looking at the situation on ground now, with this whole thing that Malami is doing, you will know for sure that Malami is he's the one ruling Nigeria, both directly and indirectly, as it is. Now, I want to say this from Baba Igboho. Baba Igboho should be very wise right now. And he should use his freedom right now to totally set himself free. That word that I just said has some kind of he should be very wise right now to be able to use this freedom that he has to totally set himself free. If not, Nigeria will still call for his head.
They have always wanted his head. It's just that Talon seems to be the one putting a shield for now. But for how long?
Yeah, but my brother, just like you said, he's not Talon is not really a Democrat, right?
And
so anything can happen.
Yes.
Yeah, anything can happen at any time. That is the reason why I said whoever it is that is white will really understand what I meant. Igboho should be very white. And he should use his freedom right now to totally set himself free.
Dugbe.
Yes. So, my brother, I'm still going. He should know that tough rebels, at the end of the day, the tough rebels leaders are always being given that later, that shield, that whatever, that protection by their own people that believes in them.
That's right.
That is the reason why I'm using that word. He should totally set himself free with the little freedom that he has now, because he does not still have that total freedom. Okay? And, at the end of the day, rebel leaders and everything, at the end of the day, but by the time Taliban, round table, God bless you.
No, they'll
put them on the round table, right?
Because if they cannot get you, eventually they will just have to call for a truce.
Exactly. So it is now or never. And I know, as it is, Baba Igboho is very wise and is smart, but I'm just putting it and I'm pushing it out to him right now that he should sit down and think so well, think so deep, to know that the freedom he has now is not total freedom. He's going to emancipate Yorubas, and we're going to shield him. And at the end of the day, he's going to get total freedom. I hope you understand what I'm saying.
I'm with you, Larry. We hear from others too. Yeah, let me take another one.
About Kyari and Nigerian police, they are evil people and they commit so much atrocities that they don't even care, just like you said.
And they want to
get away. The reason why that's the reason why you hear me say every time that I do not give a heck for any policeman or any soldier that is being killed or that is being, because they are the ones that are being used against us. They see us as chickens.
Baba, the list is long. Well, thanks so much, Larry. Let me take another one, Baba. Thank you very much for stopping by again. It's good to hear from you. It's been a while.
Same, man.
Nice one, man. So, yeah, I've got another caller on the line.
Let me take another one,
Hello there.
Hello.
Sir.
Hello. Good day, bro.
Yes.
The general. This is Akinola in Houston.
Sir AK from Houston. It's good to have you.
Nice to hear from you today.
It's good to hear from you too.
The one more battalion general.
As always, Ben Baba. Arogumasa. One man battalion. You know what they say is that if you want to know if I have people or if I don't have people, you touch me first, and that's when you know that I do. But I actually don't want anybody to touch me for for my people. Not now. So, Elder K, AK from Houston, sir.
Yeah, I've been looking at some of the comments on the lines, and a lot of people abusing one another. And if there is any evidence to show that we are not the same country, we've never been the same country, we're not the same country, this is another evidence.
It is
like it or not, when you go online right now, at least for the people that are online, you will see that if you're from the south east, 95% of the people are started behind Obi. And then you see some Yoruba as well. Some of them even, despite difficulty, despite the situation. Some of them are supporting Tinubu, and you see some northern who are supporting Atiku. So why can't we just come to? Why can't we come to the table and just say enough is enough of this career? That we're not the same country. Let everybody go their way. It's obvious. It's only blind man that will see Nigeria and say that what the most interesting thing is that a lot of people prefer their own teeth to lead the country.
I know.
You see the Igboho, none of them will talk about the bad stuff that Obi has done. So also the Yoruba. None of them is interested in talking about what Tinubu has done.
A lot of them are interested in defending all the wrongs that these guys have done, which is true.
Because, and when you look at some of the things that has been going on, there are killings in the eastern region by IPOP. I've never seen one day Tinubu.
Sakiola, there's something I want you, right, not to always say.
Yeah.
Okay. When you mention violence in eastern Nigeria, it is not fair to mention IPOB. That's exactly what they say out there, right? Yeah. The last time you said something similar. It is the impression out there. It is not right. Now, I'll tell you why I said so.
I'm going both ways. Yeah.
Okay, maybe I should let you finish, but I just don't think it's right when we mention violence or whatever is going on in eastern Nigeria, and then when we say unknown gunmen, we put IPOB beside that. That is so unfair, and it is not true.
I don't intend to mention any single out any group. That's why any violence going on in the eastern region.
Because it's always the impression there, and we all know on this platform. You know that we all know on this platform how that rhetoric, how that narrative came to life. We know the story behind it. We know how it all came around. It would be so unfair to sit down when we are making an illustration, right? And then put violence and IPOB the same. I just thought it's not fair, but I'll let you speak, please. Continue.
Yeah. The point I'm making tonight is that I've never seen Tinubu condemn any of those things that happened about that in any way, in any form. It's as if the southeastern people are not part of Nigeria. I don't think they are part of Nigeria, except that we keep forcing them to be Nigeria when some of these people actually have their own country. And the same thing too, I've seen what the violence that has happened in the southwest of Nigeria, where we go to a church, a Catholic church, and we kill more than 50 people that are worshiping. And as we speak right now, there are a bunch of people that are injured or that are still in the hospital. Of course. And I look at any country where that will happen, any serious presidential candidate, we go there and hear the people out. We're talking about the law-abiding citizens gather in a church on Sunday to worship. I've not seen Atiku come to a war, and I've not seen Obi do the same as well. So let us just forget about this career that we are in country. We are not
respect our boundaries. You see, all this whole thing. Politics have brought about that division. The people who are still preaching unity beggars, are the ones trying to confuse all of us, or those who want to be confused. You get what I mean, sir? Like you started, like the situation in the eastern Nigeria. Angosa, like the situation in the eastern Nigeria, which has pushed more Easterners to say they want to leave. And the moment Obi came, right? Somehow, many of them as well, they felt like maybe he's probably going to keep them here and then let them be treated as equal Nigerians. We know that Igbos are not treated as equal Nigerians. Many of us know. I'm a Yoruba man. I have a better chance of becoming anything in Nigeria than any Igbo man. Even if that Igbo man is smarter than me, if he's more qualified than me, you and I know that in the scheme of things, as long as it has to do with federal government. Now, Obi being in that position, Tinubu in Yoruba land, like you said, no matter all the atrocities associated with Tinubu and the rest, there are still Yorubas who believe that when it comes to Nigeria, they will still queue behind him. So same thing goes to northern Nigeria, where some people are making choices between, fidel or infidel. You know what I mean now? Those who are religious or not religious. So in that case, we know that northern Nigeria has been kind of being pushed towards this Islamic tenets and all that, with the Sharia law and all that, right? So if all of us want to be very, very honest, like you said, the campaign is coming across as ethnic versus ethnic, tribal versus, all that stuff, right? We can save ourselves all that breath, okay? And let everybody handle their own affair. Obi, deal with Igbo. Tinubu face the Yorubas and let them decide what they want to do. Atiku and the rest face the North, and then yes, I think I get that.
Enough is enough of this. We're not same country.
No.
I tell people, okay, let us assume on unexpected circumstances, Obi become president for 8 years. After 8 years, what happened?
What will happen next?
What happened? Jonathan not president for 6 years. Was Obasanjo not president for 8 years? What happened after the?
So what was going to happen after?
So if we may either think about the past people days, the reality is that right from the beginning, I saw Ahmadu Bello condemn the Igbos in 1950. When you listen to that tape, you would think it is that tape yesterday.
And they want to take over everywhere and all of that stuff. So imagine that kind of animosity between tribes as far back as 1958,
in 1950.
And they still forced the country together 62 years after that or more.
And we're still facing the same thing. Like it or not, it's either we are ready to do the real thing and go to the table. We can be partners with God has put us very close to.
There will be respect. That's what is lacking. For now, nobody respects anyone. In fact, what we have is that we are going to dominate you, or we are more supreme than you, or we are better than you, and all of that stuff. But why? Because Nigeria model everybody up together, okay? So if we all stand out in our different places and all that, we are still going to be friends, neighbors, and all that, business partners, and all that stuff. But there will be respect. Nobody will be bringing cows and say, why do you say I shouldn't bring cow? Am I not Nigerian? So because I have cows now, I'm from the north, you say I shouldn't bring my cow. That's what is bringing all this madness. Saki?
So, and I look again before I drop
all right, sir.
Other people can. The North is implementing Sharia code, and which is very strict to us in the southern part of Nigeria. How we continue to sell our alcohol in the south, and they continue to get the VAT in the north. How can that be fair? I don't mind if they want to implement any code in the north. Let them be on their own.
And fund it.
We be on our own.
If we want to live, if we want to build a country where Western ideas plus the Yoruba culture and everything can blend together and create this kind of beautiful society or country, as long as we are the ones who are going to fund those fantasies as a country. Same thing goes for the North. Same thing goes for Biafra. Biafra, beautiful, this or that, whatever fancy they have in mind, whatever ideas, whatever greatness they dream of, as long as they will fund the whole idea themselves without having to bother anybody. I mean, we should be fine with that, shouldn't we?
Let me give other people to speak.
Thank you. So, thank you so much for stopping by. You have a good one, sir. I'll take this.
Without having to bother.
Hello there.
Hello.
Hello, sir. How are you?
Mr. Mayego General.
Yes, sir.
Kudos to you.
Thank you very much. So,
there is something that came to my mind.
Tell us, sir.
About this, maybe Hausa, maybe Fulani, cattle, everything. They will say Hausa or Fulani, they like their cattle, they are this, they are that. But I now sit down that, okay, if these people like their cattle, why they bring the cattle to the market to sell to people to kill, to do whether festival or to do party or to do this thing? I don't know whether I'm the only one that is thinking that way.
Did they raise their cattle to be humans that should just grow old and die. So if you dare kill one before then, they have. I get what you mean, sir. It's a big one.
Yeah.
It's the relationship. They probably won't like how their cattle are, you know, the way they go will make them react. But if they sold them, I don't know.
Because if you are selling your cattle to people to kill and eat, and you are destroying someone's farm or someone's land, I don't get it. Mr. Obi and other people, they are traveling all over the world. People are shouting, hey, this is our next president, this is our... But they don't really face the truth by saying this thing is not working. Let us go on our own separate way.
Even to say, let us sit down and look into this thing. Sir, you see, let's even say, now they ask for too much, okay? Everybody knows that Nigeria is not working right now, Abi. Let's say we are the one overreacting. I mean, for them to even say, you know what, this thing is not working, no. This thing is about to break up. Let's call a meeting. Let's call everybody together and discuss. So if we no can reach agreement, we feel break them up. They are not interested. They said this status quo must continue. Anybody against it should be killed or jailed. That's the state we are now. That's our state. Accept it or die. That's it.
Yeah, go with help us. That thing just came to my mind that, okay, these people, they are saying cattle. We are here. We see how they are. But that's not the whole scenario. They have something in agenda that we all know that this is their agenda.
Yes, sir.
They want to take your land.
Let me help you.
Yeah.
We now know that it's not about cow. Please, let's all agree now that this whole thing is not about cows or feed. Remember, they said it was because they had no grass, okay, in northern Nigeria. That is why they are moving their cows down south for where they can find grass, okay? Then people now said, if it's about grass and water, in northern Nigeria, there are irrigation system. Irrigation system is because they don't have rain all the time, but they are still growing food.
Yes.
They are growing food before the Boko Haram came and these terrorists. What were they using? Irrigation from dams to create water, which means they were growing food, growing stuff. They could create ranches. But we found out, sir, that it's not about cows. Okay, cows is just the front. It's about lands. Do you know that they have been fighting for the past 5 years to make a law? That law is called the Water Resources law.
Yes, about it.
Where they will take over waterways, and 10 miles from waterways, and give the land to Fulani to settle, and their cows can have access to water. And now, you know what I mean?
It's not only me that we concern everybody that have their own house beside the water.
It's not about cows anymore, Jerry. Now, before they use cow.
Thank you, my brother.
But like you said,
thank you.
We are ahead of them and we will resist. And God will help us. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
You have a good one. I mean, it's not about cows anymore. Come on. We all know it's not just about cows. First is to spread fear. The second is to force us to accept the offers they make us. And if we reject them, then we must be ready to pay the prices. Hello there.
Hello, Mayogun.
Hello,
good
sir.
Evening.
Good evening to you. And good afternoon to you in America. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Texas.
From Texas.
I breathed a sigh of relief when you picked my call. I've been tired a couple of weeks now. It's okay.
Thank you, sir. And it's good that you made it. So, you're alive.
Thank you.
Welcome,
good evening, everyone. Wherever you're hearing me from. Good afternoon and good morning, wherever you're hearing me from.
Brilliant.
Let me focus on the subject
of
our conversation today because, I consider this a conversation.
Right.
When I saw this news and I read the narrative, it brought tears to my eyes. That this is not about Chief Oloye Sunday Igboho.
No.
Of course, nobody was expecting Nigerian government to abide by this judgment and credit Oloye Sunday Igboho with 20 billion, just like that. But to now throw the case, nullify the case outrightly, bringing a Fulani judge to adjudicate on our own soil in Ibadan. It is not only a shame or a defeat to, it's not even a shame to do Sunday Igboho. It is a defeat and a shame to the whole Yoruba land and to the whole Yoruba race. Wherever you are, residing.
It's like a slap.
It's a slap. And let's look at the positive side of this.
Right.
It's how we respond to this, not how we react. It is how we respond to this that matters.
That really matters, yes.
This is a common denominator for all the Yoruba nation self-determination groups. I think how we go from here, how we respond to this will determine whether we are going to have our own nation or not.
We just have to
because if this one,
let go.
Yeah, exactly. And it is also a catalyst for this advocacy for self-determination. So if anybody is unsure of their identity before, this is another opportunity to let them know that, you know what, it's either you're Yoruba or you are not.
You are either Yoruba or you are not. There's no in between.
You are not. You can't stand on the fence.
At this point.
Because this is a slap on the whole Yoruba race. If you are an Oba, if you're a politician, if you are rejoicing over this judge.
Now, go on, sir. All of them are quiet.
They are quiet. And those of us that are outside Nigeria, let me speak to you. Be honest with yourselves. Are you living your dream? Are you living like you have lived in Nigeria, in Yoruba land, in wherever you are living outside Nigeria presently? Don't let me deceive you, sir. I'm close to 50. Just by next year, I'll be 50.
Bless you.
What I do now in my house, I never used to do it in Nigeria. I never used to go to kitchen. And then at any point in time in Nigeria, I had 2 domestic staff. I had driver. Now, I do house chores.
I do. What you just said now, sir. What you just said now.
This person.
What you just said right now is that when you ask that question, that they have, you as Yorubas, are you happy where you are now, as it is? Well, you know what I wanted to add to it. You know what I wanted to add to it is that, if you are a Yoruba man, as a Yoruba man or woman, wherever you are right now watching this video, right? Are you happy? Or would you be happy if all you have right now, wherever you are, if you have that same tranquility, peace of mind, and the same thing you have right now in Yoruba land, would you choose the same place you are living right now if you have the same access?
Absolutely.
To, you're likely not going to. Because,
Absolutely.
you work hard to build a peaceful life that today is no longer peaceful in Nigeria, that you have to go elsewhere where only safety and security is guaranteed. I am with you, sir.
Exactly.
You also remember when I said something about people don't think everybody who live outside Nigeria want to live there. Not be everybody who live outside Nigeria want to live outside Nigeria. In fact, some people prefer to stay back in Yoruba land there and prosper if the opportunity,
absolutely,
or the risk or whatever, the threat to their own peace of mind or safety is no longer there. Sir, I'll let you continue because I have more too in the area of people who want to go back.
So this fight is not the fight of Oloye Sunday Igboho.
No.
And if he's hearing me, by any chance he's hearing, or somebody is able to tell him.
He's watching, by the way, and I bet he is right now too.
Chief Oloye Sunday Igboho, you are not alone in this.
He's never alone.
You know, success in life is not about material resources. I'm sure you know this.
I do.
Olukorere, Olusojuwura àti fàdákà lọ. Ní Yorùbá land léni o, ní Yorùbá léni o, tó bá ń dárúkọ ọmọ Yorùbá, kì í ṣe àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá àgbà tí ẹ yọ. Kì í ṣe àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá tó jẹ́ pé ìsàlẹ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ wọn ó lẹ́gbin. Tó jẹ́ pé drug dealing náà ó ní bá. Tó jẹ́ pé àwọn ló kàn sí kì í ṣe bí àwọn náírà ń sọ o. Ọmọ Yorùbá tó jẹ́ pé orúkọ ò lè parẹ́ láéláéláéláéláéláéláéláéláé. Oloye Sunday Igboho, you can stand shoulder high.
Yes.
And we are not alone. So this is not a defeat. Laugh it off.
If they come for you, they come for us. And we will respond.
Yes.
We have seen them.
Yes.
And now we are preempting them of what they will likely do again. But whatever
exactly.
they want to
do,
Oloye should know that he's not alone. I love that. I like that.
He's not alone. We are not going to react. We will respond.
We will respond.
Yes. A
lot.
So anybody to want self-determination, animosity. This is a slap on all our faces collectively. And we must rally around each other. We must come together. We must hold a meeting and respond to this. And we can also leverage on this.
I'm protecting
now, the managers of Sunday Igboho, they should not just keep him in prison in Benin Republic. Let him be speaking to the third world through Zoom. Let him be talking to the parliament outside Nigeria. Let him be talking to the representatives. Come and show Yoruba. Come about interpret. So that he can tell his own story. Keep him in Benin Republic and not allowing him to talk, leverage on technology to the diplomatic communities outside Benin Republic is an injustice.
On his own.
To this, it's an injustice to this movement. And it's also an injustice to him. He only wale free is moving around.
It is called
thank God, it's not.
That's what we currently
exactly.
It's a state arrest, and then it can't be off the radar of the man who said they should free him, and the man who said they should free him can say they should take him
so
back
we can
anytime.
we can leverage on technology, sir, to make his voice more louder
and stronger,
and also making the voice of the movement also louder and stronger. Oloye Sunday Igboho presently is our rallying point. Is our rallying point, is our common denominator that we can rally around
and we must keep it
and advance this movement. If we miss this time around,
we don't know what the shocker will be eventually. So, and it's better prevention. Prevention is better than cure. That's why I decided to do this program.
It's better than cure.
Let us, and I'm glad that
we cannot.
People are also thinking the same way, right? The program tonight is to let us know that this thing that you read is beyond headline news. There is more into it.
It's beyond.
And it's always better for everyone never to be caught unaware. I'm glad you actually said something on that.
Exactly. Exactly. So maybe next program, Mayogu, let's look at the more details beyond this headline.
Yeah.
And how it affects us generally.
We should work more on his protection and the rest of that, especially if it is indeed welcomed. Like you said, he's not alone. We've raised our own alarm. There's a lot that should be going on behind the scene. And I just pray that we are not going to get surprised by any means.
Absolutely.
I don't want their surprises.
Thank you.
So you have a good one. It's good to have you, by the way. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, sir. So I have another caller on the line. Here we go. Hello there.
Reduce the volume of that.
Princess.
Yes, good evening, Bob. How are you?
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I am very well. I went to a program over the weekend, Princess. And guess what? Apart from people greeting, then we get talking. Then the next person people are asking for is Princess. That Princess, I love that woman. Oh my God! Oh yeah, she is. So they are probably hearing your voice. A lot of them love hearing you every night anyway. So yeah, how are you?
I love them too. I love them very much too. Mayogu. The last caller made a very good point.
Very, very good one.
I'm just going to add, everybody has made very lovely points tonight. I'm just going to add few things to it. You know, there is something we still do not understand. Nigerians are thinking politicians are their liberators. Do you know why they are thinking like that, Mayogu?
Tell us. I would say because you are conditioned that way, but you probably will say better. So, tell us.
We have been liberated by people who became politicians. So over time, it's just like the way they taught history in schools. Yeah. Over time, if we don't teach our children ourselves, they will forget some of the things we know as our history. And they will believe Fulanis are Nigerians.
And they will be fed with nonsense. And if
that is it.
They will just be the history.
That is it. So people that have liberated us before became politicians. That's why. Because I don't know why people would think a politician is my leader.
I think I got that. What Princess is saying here is that if you look at many politicians we have today, right? Before now, they used to be good people on the people's side.
Yeah.
So when they became politicians, people were still trusting them, hoping that
like Akiwaju, like Akiwaju that was behind MK Wabiola everywhere.
So you could tell and say, well, I know him. I have known him for a while. You know, if he has a chance, he will do better. Only for them to come back and spank us in the bomb. Sadly.
Baba Wolowo was the leader. But he switched into politics. We have had human rights activists who became politicians. So majority of our people cannot differentiate from this. Mayogu, I have said it severally here. I will repeat that thing again tonight.
Please do.
Tí ọmọdé bá ń sòótọ́, tí àgbàlagbà bá ń parọ́, ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ ni nǹkan tó máa sọ.
That's right.
But tọ́mọ kékeré bá ń sòótọ́, tí àgbàlagbà bá ń sòótọ́, ìkọ̀kọ̀ náà ló máa sọ. Aṣíwájú and the likes of these people are politicians. They are not my leader. If Igboho, if he should cease, to be my leader, I will be able to say it at that time. Igboho ba join politics, if Igboho is dropping this struggle, I'm telling you, he will cease to be my leader.
Right away.
So our people do not know when to stop following people or when to. They don't know it.
As the people don't know when to put a stop.
You know what I say,
Princess? I always say that most of the time, now our own people, they set themselves up for these people to be manipulated. They are always willing and ready for these politicians to cheat on them. They set themselves up most of the time, don't they? Because they don't know.
They do. They do. My ego. Huh? What I am saying right now is this. Politicians are businessmen.
They are. Because politics is business.
The Nigerian people are the commodities.
God help me, bless you, Princess. Tell them.
See, the danger is this in this situation is not that Akiwaji is unfit to govern. They are all unfit to govern one way or the other. Is it Obi that comes around to talk about the question, to talk about the problem every now and then? The solution, see? Mayegu, NNPC, and then that NNPC you're looking at, they should have a monitoring room. They should know the amount of oil some produce, they should know the amount of vessels. They should be able to see them and monitor all these things.
You are talking about a working country, but we are talking about Nigeria, Princess. Are you sure you are not?
Baba, now, something came out today that if you park a car in your compound, you are owing Lagos State government JTK. The compound that you bought the land with your money. You erected a building on it. You put up a fence in that compound. You generate your own lights when electricity, when NEPA is not there. Yeah. You generate your own water. You make your own water yourself. You are a local government in that compound.
Any local government chairman
you be. Baba Street, don't lead you out. You got by obey show. Don't visit and say, you 80,000 yearly for parking in your own car.
Princess,
in your compound.
Are you not paying borehole fee? Because I heard that all of you have been paying that borehole money for a while now.
I don't pay borehole money.
How are you doing it? Because they say
last week.
Yeah.
Hello, madam. Is this a social company? Money, yes. Am I talking to Madam Lagwaja? Money, Benny.
Major Jasha.
Major Jedi, Money, Mini. I'm calling you from LSSFS money, Kilo Tushele. And you paid your tax 2 years ago. You paid 3 or 2 years ago. You paid the last year too, but you had to pay the only time bearing. She said 30-something thousand naira. Immediately she said it, I kept quiet. And she was quiet too. So I told her, I asked her that, can I ask you something? She said, go ahead, ma. She could not say anything. Only real to first sọ fún mi, ó dẹ̀ pè mí fún owó. Ìfikún ẹ̀ ò ní bọ́ lọ́hùn lé. Ó já fóònù ni bàbá o.
Kò dúró gbà kejì.
Màá bẹ́gi fún màá bẹ́ lọ, kò ní rẹ̀ mí.
Around everybody lower.
So the thing is this, Maegu, the earlier we move, the better for us. If not, these people will keep walking all over us. One ni boundary, one ni limit.
No.
So tá bá dákíní dúró, ogun kì í ṣọ̀rẹ́ anybody. Ọpọlọ tá fi ń gbé lọ, tó fi ń ṣe iná. ọgbọgbọn tàgbàlagbà fi sá fún màlúù táwọn bàbá Kíntóyè àti bàbá kejì ń lò. I'm happy with it. But tó bá gba violence taketh it by force. The wisdom or the kingdom of God suffered violence ni o. Òun la máa fi ṣe o. Òun la máa fi ṣe Máyégún. Ó dàárọ̀.
It is well. Thank you very much, Princess. So that's the princess there. Yeah. And this is where I am going to draw the curtains as well. I was supposed to give you some updates, by the way, on what we are currently doing based on our own intervention and all that stuff. But my time is totally out. I'm sorry I didn't start early enough, okay? But hopefully I would be here tomorrow. And I can use that as the end of the month, updating of the... We'll then get to know what we're going to do in September. I just pray that we won't get surprised anytime soon. That will eventually probably put us, out of balance. But I can assure you something, especially what one of my callers said. Whatever happens, we can tell you free of charge that none of us is alone. Igboho is not alone. If he calls out for help, he will know that hundreds, if not thousands, are going to answer right there, right away, in a sec. In this case, I will always be there. Not just for him, but for everyone that is facing the persecution of the state-sponsored terrorism, I call it. So thank you so much for spending your evening with me again. And if this is your first time of joining Mayegu, you can take a moment and still share the broadcast. And if you have already done that, subscribed or shared or like or whatever you, right? I'm going to see you some other time. And if you're just joining us as well, all you have to do is just move this back to 10 minutes possibly, and you can start listening for what we discussed today. So thank you very much, every one of you, and good night from here.
Máyégún làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Máyégún Kyari Máyégún number one.
Máyégún làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Máyégún Kyari Máyégún number one.
Máyégún ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú.
Máyégún Kyari Máyégún number one.
Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube.
Máyégún Kyari Máyégún number one.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Máyégún já wa sí.
Máyégún Kyari Máyégún number one.
Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
Máyégún Kyari Máyégún number one.
Bó bá ṣe eré àní Máyégún máa wí.
Máyégún Kyari Máyégún number one.
Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
Máyégún Kyari Máyégún number one.
Máyégún Kyari politico.
Máyégún Kyari Máyégún number one.
Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Máyégún.
Máyégún Kyari Máyégún number one.
Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgbọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o.
Máyégún Kyari Máyégún number one.
Àní Máyégún làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Máyégún Kyari Máyégún number one.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé. Máyégún ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Bí pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Bí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn rájì
Máyégún ti dé.
aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn rájì
Máyégún ti dé.
òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn rájì
Máyégún ti dé.
ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rájì
Máyégún ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn rájì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rájì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rájì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rájì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rájì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.
wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀ oníkanṣá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o àyè.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rájì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rájì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.
ha kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀ kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀ ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣà ìtú wọn síta.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rájì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rájì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.
tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́hún ṣọ́ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti dọba lórí abínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán wò á kàmù. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rájì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rájì o ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rájì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rájì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.